Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Tuesday reaction video. How are all of you doing? Well, Christmas is pretty soon. I believe it is just around the corner. So, are you ready now? Hopefully you're ready. Are you not ready? Are you gonna do some crazy last minute shopping? I don't know. If you are, best of luck to you, okay? It's gonna be crazy out there. But honestly, the only thing I want to say, and I always say this every single year when people are telling me that they're stressed over Christmas or they're struggling or they haven't got on top of things or this or that, just remember, Christmas is what you make it. And I say this to everybody, and it sounds simple, but it really is. Christmas is what you make it. Christmas can be anything you want it to be. I feel like there's a lot of pressure that people put on themselves around Christmas, and you really don't need to. It could be anything you want. It could be a relaxing day full of nice food. It could be a day full of presents. It could be a day where you go on a lovely walk. You know, your favorite walk. You know, you get to go on a nice, cold, lovely walk, put on a jacket, and out you go as a family. Maybe there's some place near you that's open and you go out for a nice meal. Christmas can literally be exactly what you want it to be. So always make sure, no matter what, that this day is exactly what you want the day to be. All right? Be a little bit selfish, but also, of course, selfless. But make sure you have a good day for yourself. You know? Make sure you treat everyone in your life with kindness. But don't forget about you as well. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you have the best freaking day ever. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you just have a fantastic day. But with all that out the way, with all the pleasantries done, it is time for some reactions. A lot of you have been asking me to check out a couple of things. First, so many bloody people have been asking me to check out the old-timey version of Christmas Tree Farm. So let's do that. But a lot of you have also asked me to check out Taylor Swift ages ago released actually like a few Christmas songs, and the #1 most requested has been Last Christmas. So we're going to check out Christmas Tree Farm, the old-timey version, Last Christmas, and the making of Christmas Tree Farm. Sounds fun. Press that like button, press that subscribe button. Have the best freaking day ever. Don't forget to make sure you go follow over on Patreon where you can catch our unblurred reactions as well. We're now doing the Taylor Swift prom thing that she did. Honestly, it's insane, but it's adorable seeing like what Taylor's doing in there. It's like watching like MTV at that era is like whoa, but at the same time, Taylor just has always been Taylor. She hasn't changed. Her like heart in that is just really stands out. She's just the freaking best. All right, let's jump into my first reaction to Taylor Swift Last Christmas. This doesn't sound like Last Christmas. Maybe this isn't a cover. I thought this was going to be a cover of Last Christmas. Maybe not.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away.
It's so funny how the more back you go with Taylor, the more country Taylor becomes. It's like Taylor, like right now, is I would say a global pop and music superstar. But you go back, and it's just like it just gets like if this is the country now, it just goes like this, whoa, and that twang comes out.
This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Once bitten and twice shy. I keep my distance,
twice, no.
You still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me.
Her vocals on this are actually pretty freaking incredible. Anyone else hearing that? I apologize. This reaction is just me sitting here in stunned silence.
Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I love you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I know you fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
I honestly feel like every single artist should release a Christmas album. I really think that. And some people are like, no, but I actually think that. But I think it should be original songs. I like, you know, like kind of like what Sia did, you know. Sia released like a Christmas album. It was all like original Christmas songs. I like that, you know. I think it should be original songs, like Taylor's Christmas Tree Farm. That is like the best. And when that comes on, I love it. And I do love seeing like artists tackle covers. But if you're gonna do a cover, you gotta do what Taylor's doing right here, okay? Because I feel like most of us always prefer the originals, But what Taylor's doing is what I always love to see when someone does a cover, especially a Christmas song cover, is put your own spin on it, you know? Like what The Darkness did. You put your own spin on it. That's what you want to see, you know? And this Last Christmas, this doesn't even sound like the original Last Christmas despite the lyrics. This is Taylor's own version. I love it. It's like a country music version of Last Christmas.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Put your own spin on it. Make it your own. And that's exactly what this is. I can almost hear her smile.
I'll give it to someone special. A crowded room and friends with tired eyes and hide from you and your soul of eyes.
God, I can't.
never thought you were someone to rely on. Me, I guess I was a shoulder to cry on, a face on a lover with a fire in his heart, a girl undercover but you tore her apart. Maybe this year, I'll give it to someone special.
It's weird because this is a Christmas song that so many people like love. It's like so many people's favorite Christmas song, despite it being really sad. When it comes to Christmas, I always try and like gravitate towards the happier ones. But this Last Christmas is like what you would call a sad bop, isn't it? The lyrics are very sad. Lyrics are literally like saying, "Last Christmas I declared my love for someone, and you ripped it up in front of me, like shove your love up your butt, and you moved on, and now I'm all sad and broken. Maybe this year I won't fall for the same tricks again." That's pretty much what the song is about, which is a sad song. But I never listen to this song and feel sad, you know? Weird, right?
'Cause last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Her vocals. I've only just realized how adorable she looks down there. Look at her little cheeks. Ha ha. She looks adorable.
Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
When did this album come out? She looks so young. She looks so young. She looks like she'd be like 16 or something. Her vocals on this are fucking ridiculous. Like, actually insane. Like, Jesus. They have been incredible.
Anything like last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
That was awesome. That was awesome. So, Taylor just ticked a giant box for me. And when I say this, I don't mean it in a negative way at all, so please don't hate me for this. But I'm not a fan when I put on a Christmas playlist and I'll hear like Bing Crosby do Silent Night. And then the next song is Frank Sinatra doing Silent Night. And then the next song is Michael Bublé doing Silent Night. And they all sing it the same way. And I'm like, this is the same song, just with a different vocal. Like, I'm not a huge fan of that, you know? Like, that, I will usually skip those songs, okay? By the way, Bing Crosby, legend, okay? His music, his Christmas music is amazing. But yeah, and I also really love Frank Sinatra's Christmas album. It's fantastic too. I'm much more of a fan of the really old Christmas songs. But what I'm trying to say is, I would prefer it if instead it was like what Taylor did. You know, I'd like not everyone singing Last Christmas, but doing it the exact same way. Because then what's really the point in doing a cover to begin with? If it's going to sound very similar to the original, there's no real point. Just leave it, you know? But if you're going to put your own spin on it, like Taylor did, this sounds like a Taylor Swift song. It does. It has all the feel, all the effect, everything. The vocals, the country sort of styling and everything. It was a Taylor version of Last Christmas. It wasn't a cover. It was a version. You know? That's what it was. That's what she freaking does. That's what it was. And that is exactly what I wanted. She nailed it. That is what I wanted. Because now, I can listen to the original Last Christmas and I can listen to Taylor's version back to back. And I wouldn't want to skip it because it feels like two different songs. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Maybe people are watching this right now and going, Luke, you're completely insane. And you're right, but I feel like I'm also a little bit right. But then again, Insane people think they're right. That's not good. Anyway, I really liked it. And her vocals were absolutely ridiculous. Like, she didn't need to go that hard. Like, damn, Taylor. But she, you know, she did, and it was awesome. Right? Christmas Tree Farm, the old-timey version. I don't really know what this is going to be like. What is the difference between the old-timey version and the original version? What is this going to be like, you know? I'm really curious. I love this song, by the way. I wouldn't be lying and saying, like, oh, I haven't heard this since last year. That's bollocks. I've heard this about 6 times today. This is a regular on my playlist. I love it. I love that she has a train track around her Christmas tree. I've always wanted a train track around my Christmas tree. Always. But sadly, I have 2 young boys who would destroy that in seconds.
My winter nights are taken up by static.
Oh, the song is...
Holiday shopping traffic. Gotta close my eyes and I'm somewhere else. Just like magic.
Oh! Oh!
In my heart is a Christmas tree farm where
I
the people
see.
would come to dance under sparkling lights, bundled up in their mittens and coats, and the cider would flow. And I just wanna be there tonight. Sweet dreams of holly and ribbon.
It's funny, so many of you Swifties have been telling me to check out the old-timey version. Even the one and only Jamie has been messaging me and saying, it is the better version. And I can see what you all mean. This is a vibe. And you know what else? This really highlights Taylor's vocals. I could just imagine this in like a 50s sort of like, I don't know the word, club, bar, and Taylor just on stage in like one of those like red dresses or something like that, you know? You know the ones I'm talking about? Like one of those clubs you see in like the old gangster movies, you know? It feels like that.
Mistakes are forgiven and everything is icy and blue. And you would be there too.
Ooh.
Under the mistletoe.
I love the jazz.
Watching the fire glow. Telling me I love you. Just being in your arms takes me back to that little farm where every wish comes true.
Oh, God. It's crazy how you can hear that, like, development in her voice when you listen to Last Christmas and this, you know? Like, her voice has just got stronger. Just stronger. Like, that's the main difference. Like, the strength in her vocals has just improved, which is normal. That's what happens. You're like, that's literally true. Like, your vocal cords work like muscles. The more you use them, the stronger they get, which is why a lot of the biggest and best singers in the world are, like, in their, like, mid to late age. Is that the word? That's actually a true thing. They develop so, yeah. Right now, I'm getting a little bit distracted because I'm looking at that, like, badge, and I just really want it. I really want that badge. I feel like that would make a great, like that looks like it could be like a doormat or like a knitted thing that you'd put on your wall. Yeah, it would look good back there. It would.
In my heart is
I
a
gotta get that.
Christmas tree farm. There's a light in the barn. We'd run inside out from the cold. In the town, kids are dreaming of sleighs, and they're warm and they're safe. They wake to see a blanket of snow. Sweet dreams of holly and ribbon. Mistakes are forgiven, and everything is icy and blue. And you would be there too, under the mistletoe, watching the fire glow, telling me I love you.
That quiver on the U note and that squeak on the I note is just not fair. It's just not fair. It's cheating, Taylor. You can't be doing that to me. That's not fair. I've got to survive this song. I'm supposed to be doing a reaction here. You can't be hitting me with a double barrel like that. You can't be doing that. That is cheating. That is not fair. I love this version. I love that when it goes into the chorus, instead of going straight into like the sort of like more high-toned pop sort of style, it just doesn't even have a drop. It's like, and just sort of like goes back to like mellow. And you have this real like jazz sort of like what's the like, is it a bass? You got like, that bass sort of like sound like really taking center stage on this one. And you got like a full freaking jazz percussion as well in the background. And it really does sound like a live performance, which I'm loving. You can imagine this being performed on stage.
Takes me back to that little farm where every wish comes true. Baby, yeah. And when I'm feeling alone, you remind me of home. Baby, baby, Merry Christmas. When the world isn't fair, I pretend that we're there. Baby, baby, Merry Christmas.
It should be mandatory for every single person to bring out an old-timey version of their Christmas songs, because this is freaking awesome. I'm not even joking, by the way. I'm just so serious. I love the ad-libs as well. And this whole time we just had little tiny adorable Taylor just like with her little face just like her little curls. Look at her hand! Her hand is tiny! That is such a great picture. Look at that.
Merry Christmas.
Of course. Of course. You can't have an old-timey Christmas song and not have a random moment where you just speak into the microphone. Every really old Christmas song you listen to, there's always like a random part where they're like, and yeah, it's Christmas, baby. It's time for Christmas. Christmas is tomorrow, and I'll see you there. Merry Christmas. Boom, boom, and here we go. Like, literally every song. Personally, not really a big fan of those moments. I find them really random, but they are kind of cute. It does make it a bit more personal and intimate. However, the little Merry Christmas at the end of that one, I haven't got a problem with that, because that is tiny, little, and also is Taylor. Honestly, there's nothing, she can do no wrong in my eyes. There's just nothing. Everything I'm like, it's a pet peeve of mine. If Taylor does it, it's incredible. I'm not, it's actually true. If I'm like annoyed, I'm like, I don't like it when people does this. And then I see Taylor does it, I'm like, she can do it. No one else, she is allowed. You are not. Just because Taylor does it doesn't mean you could do. Just because I was fine with it. Anyone else do that? I know you all do. I know you all do. All of you are going, yeah, I do that too. Yeah. She can do no wrong. She's amazing. That was adorable. Really cute. I love how like the jazz was so influenced on it. I didn't know what an old-timey version was gonna be like. I even said at the beginning of the reaction, I didn't know what it was gonna be like, what it would entail, you know. And I love that it was pretty much just jazz. Like it was like a heavy jazz version, very jazz vocally focused. Like the softer, sort of smoother vocals. You know, the instrumental very jazz based. It literally felt like the old-timey version for Taylor was building a time machine, zip, traveling back to the 50s, walking into a club, going on stage with a jazz band behind her, and then singing Christmas Tree Farm. That is the effect it gave off, and I love that. Because it did feel like that. It felt like it could be used in like Gremlins or something, you know? It had that Steven Spielberg-esque feeling, and I feel like that worked really well. It's crazy how timeless her vocals really are, that she can do these modern, you know, pop songs. She can bring out an album like Reputation, and yet she can literally sound like this. She's a freaking, like, you know how people like say Keanu Reeves is a vampire? I'm just saying, you know, Taylor's vocals have the same immortality aspect as a lot of those people who get called vampires, you know? Her voice, timeless. Scarily so. But yeah, I think the old-timey version, I don't know if I'd say it's better, but it easily is just as good. It was very, very cute, brilliantly done, and oh my word, I didn't even know it existed. But like I said, now I feel like every single person needs to bring out an old-timey version of all their Christmas songs, because freaking hell, it's pretty great. And it's so different too. I thought it was gonna be like subtly different, but it is significantly different from the original, which is really cute as well. Right? We got one more Taylor Swift Christmas video to react to, and that is the making of Christmas Tree Farm. Let's do it.
So the idea I have for the song is Christmas Tree Farm, because I grew up on one. Do you see what I mean? So it would go, these are chords I don't usually use, so bear with me. But it would be like, it's about how like you're in the city and you're stressed out and your life is feeling really like low, but in your heart is a Christmas tree farm. Anyway.
The way she laughed.
In my heart is a Christmas tree farm, and the people would come, and and all year, all in it, but
Yeah, she definitely is gonna change it up. Yeah. I like how she's like, I don't usually use the recordings like this. That literally is exactly what the song sounds like. Also, she should have done that. She should have done like another music video for this, or like maybe a fan music video. Because I'm imagining someone like in the stresses of Christmas in the city, you know, like what, like at the beginning of Krampus or at the beginning of the movie with Arnie in it. What's that one? What's that movie? Is it Jingle All the Way? Like that, you know, trying to get presents, that sort of stuff, and then just like taking a deep breath, and then like everything flutters away, and then like it goes to this. You know, that would be a really good music video.
We could start it with
Her
the beginning
smile.
being like some sort of like sad beginning, like I'll think of it in a second. My winter's nights are taken up by static, stress, and holiday shopping traffic. Or maybe, I don't know, or traffic. But I close my eyes and I'm somewhere else, just like magic.
Sick.
And then chink, chink.
Sick. That needs to be like really slow and just free, like free of time. Right?
Yeah. Nights are taken up by static.
There's an expensive chord there we can put in, right? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's
Isn't
very
it just
pricey.
amazing
Luxurious.
watching? Oh, that's luxurious. Yeah. That was very pricey. I agree. Yeah.
Taken up by static. Stress. I really like that. Those nights are taken up by static. Stress and holiday shopping. Traffic. I like this. Traffic.
Onto A. Oh, back to
Kinda
there.
back
Yeah.
to that
Okay. Cool.
original. My Christmas nights are taken up by static, stress, and holiday shopping. Traffic. Yes! And I close my magic.
That's quite sweet.
Ching.
I love how she is just a dork. I say it all the time, but she is. And I love that. I hope she never changes. And she won't, because she would have by now, and she still hasn't. I love it. You're literally like, yay! Like, God, it's the best, man.
quite cute.
Look at her little dance. Look at her little dance.
Ching.
It's quite cute.
So it's gonna be that.
So good.
Under the mistletoe, watching the fire glow, telling you I love you. Long that I'm in your arms, take me back to that little farm, where every wish comes true. Yeah.
Even when she laughs and giggles, she has a squeak in her voice. Can she get any more cute? Can she get any more cute? I can't take it. I can't take it. It's literally the meme of like the Minions or Despicable Me 1 or whatever, when she's like, it's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. It's literally that. It's that feeling.
It's good to document these things. 24-hour song turnaround. My winter's
24
nights
it
are
took she
taken
made it in a
up
day.
by static, stress, and holiday shopping traffic.
How is the audio this freaking crisp? My word. She is just an enigma.
But I close my eyes and I'm somewhere else, just like magic.
Remember I said you can literally hear her smiling? That's exactly what I mean.
Under the mistletoe, watching the fire glow, and telling me I love you. Just being in your arms takes me back to that little farm, where every wish comes true. Oh, right. So now we've got amazing singers.
Yeah!
We can do another track of that and we're done on that one. Here we go.
This is
Give me all you got, guys. All you got.
really appropriate.
That jump, yeah.
This is Christmas ready.
This is the best!
Wow.
Can someone tell me what they're doing? Can someone explain this to me? Because I don't actually know. Like what is? Because I see this sometimes. I've never asked a question. So earlier we saw them all in the booth in a line with their separate microphones, and now they're all together collectively around one microphone. Is there a difference? Is it just like an easier way of like having all of their voices? Maybe sounds a bit more natural than having them all on separate microphones. I don't actually know. So someone let me know how it works. Like someone who actually does it. Don't guess. Don't you get? Don't guess like I'm guessing, okay? Because I'm guessing, and I know a few of you are going, well, it's probably just because they want to make it sound like they're all singing from one point, and it's like, I don't want none of that. Okay, I can do that. Well, so I don't know if you can hear, but I think my son is losing his mind in the background, just in case you can hear that.
1, 2, 3. I love. Oh, that's wrong. Nice. Go and quick listen.
It's crazy how they just stop. Like they're all singing, and it's like they were like da 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 da, and then wait. Look. Oh no, they're not. They're listening to it. I'm an idiot.
Quick listen.
I thought they were singing that part. They weren't. That was a recording.
Hi.
Hi.
We're done with
They're
the song.
done.
We did it.
It's done now. We're gonna put it out.
Why is she recording like this? Like she ran. Like all of them. Quick, run, 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 run. Hi. Oh, obviously, I imagine they're knackered and been out of breath. They did this in 24 hours, for Pete's sake. But I love it.
We hope you like our Christmas song.
It's the best.
Hope you like it.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
So the idea.
Don't ever change. Don't ever change. Don't you ever, ever change, all right? You big freaking Christmas loving dork. I love you. Don't ever change. Oh. So, what? Before I like monologue about how much I love this, I just want to say, like, I've always loved Christmas. Always. I've always loved Christmas. I'm not heavily religious. I would say I'm not religious at all. Not that I like don't want to be. I'm just not. But like I grew up around a lot of people who were religious, and thus Christmas was a big deal. And I always really enjoyed Christmas for the magic I felt like it did to surroundings. I think that's the truth. I think for me, Christmas just made everything feel a bit more magical and just like special and precious, you know, and everything feels a bit more delicate. And it's colder, and everyone's like wrapped up, and there's just like and the lights and the snow. Even though we don't really get much snow here in England, although I am looking to move abroad to a country that might give us a bit more snow, and that's actually true. Hopefully, in the years to come, I will not be living in England anymore. But yeah, like and I just always loved it. Like I loved like the cold walks at night. And the reason I said I wasn't religious is because like I even loved going to church. Like my mum used to go to church quite a lot, and I used to go to midnight mass with her on Christmas Eve. I was the only one who did in my family. It was like one year my mum wanted to start doing it, and the problem with me is I have like I feel bad for people. So and I can't let anyone do anything alone. If like for example, I don't know how to describe it, but my mum, all my siblings were in the house. I have 2 sisters and a brother. And all of them were doing stuff on Christmas Eve. And my mum really wanted to go to midnight mass. And she asked the whole house, does anyone want to come with me? Everyone said no. All of them. Everyone said no. And I was like, are we really going to make my mum go to midnight mass on her own on Christmas Eve? I'm not crazy close to either of my parents. And that's the truth. They're very difficult people. Okay? They're very difficult people. Both of my parents, this is the best way to describe them. Both of my parents are the complete opposite of me in every way. And so is a lot of my family. I don't even know. Sometimes I feel like I'm an alien. Like they're very different. So that should give you an idea of why I don't really get on with them. But because of who I am, I always try and make the effort with them despite it being an uphill battle. So I was like, but I have this thing where I feel bad for people. So when my mum was like, oh, I'm you know, okay, well, I guess no one wants to come with me. I was like, I'll come. I was like, I'll go. And ever since then, I've always had like a real soft spot for it. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed listening to it. I enjoyed the atmosphere. And it's a holiday that I celebrate because of that's originality of it. So I feel like it was nice to sort of know and give homage to why I'm celebrating this, even if I'm not doing it for the religious aspect. And I've always like loved Christmas and the beauty that came with it. But my wife, she's never really liked Christmas. And that's true. And that is mainly because she had a lot of bad Christmases growing up. Now, I had a lot of bad Christmases growing up. And I imagine a lot of you guys did too. But I always said to my wife, Christmas is what you make it. It is what you make it. You know? And again, like I say, people put a lot of pressure on it to be something. People let bad Christmases take over and become new Christmases. And then they have a disdain for Christmas because they had bad Christmases. And I feel like you shouldn't let the past ruin your future. You know? So just because something bad happened in the past doesn't mean you need to continue that, like, sadness. You can just let it die. The past cannot be changed. So close the door. It's done. And create a new future, you know? And that's what I did with my wife. So to make Christmas special for my wife, I proposed to her on Christmas Day, and that made it very special. And then we had our boys, and that makes Christmas more special. And now my wife is a Christmas-obsessed nut job, and probably loves it even more than I do. And it is because it is what you make it, which is why I really love stuff like this. I feel like, and it's why I always say to people who like get stressed out about it, it's like the only one stressing it out is you. And it's like, that's it. You're stressed because you're making it stressful for yourself. It doesn't need to be. There's a lot of beauty in just the simplicity of it, you know? And this is so sweet. And I love that Taylor loves Christmas. And I love that you can see how much she's loving this. I cannot believe she turned around a song as incredible as this in a day. It's insane because the vocals on this, weirdly, I'd say the vocals on Christmas Tree Farm are some of her like I would put that in one of her stronger vocal performances. Like if there was a category of songs, I would argue that it deserves to be in there just because of the note control and range she demonstrates, as well as the squeaks and high notes and the variety of tones. It is amazing, and it's bizarre, but it's true. It is a beautifully well sung song. The fact that she was able to do something so complex in such a short time really just showcases her talent, but also her love for it. Because you wouldn't be able to do this if you weren't loving what you were doing, and you could tell there was like a real genuine love for the creation of this song. You could really see that, you know? I'm also presuming that's why the music video is very much footage of, like, the past and that sort of stuff, and not what I said, because they did it in such a short turnaround, so that video was probably a lot easier to do. But I love that. It's really sweet, and there's so much heart in it, and the making of it is just matches the energy of the actual song itself. It's very, very cute. This has put me in a really good mood. I hope it's put all of you in a good mood too. I hope you've enjoyed the reactions today. I hope it's got you in the festive spirit. And yeah, if you're feeling a bit stressed, you're feeling a bit down, maybe you're not spending Christmas with people you wanted to be spending it with, just make it what you want it to be, you know? Make it what you want it to be. Don't let anyone else tell you it's got to be this, it's got to be that. Don't let the pressures get to you. Have fun. Enjoy it. It's a special day, you know? Make it a special day for you. Anyway, I love you wonderful people. Thank you so much for supporting me this entire year. Let's see where next year takes us, shall we? Have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed these reactions. Merry Christmas and a happy holidays to all of you. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.